responses we have received, the correspondences between the company and those entities. However, the reconciling the two balances is not there. It has not been worked on. Chair, I think the reconciliation should be an ongoing thing, because like now the water supply to Dongoli and Kiambu water will still continue being supplied. So reconciliation should always be done at the end of every year if there are variances between the different entities.
It just pointing to the weakness of maybe the staff who are involved. And we are normally keen to know the competence of these staff so that we can know whether they were deliberate errors. So I'd want to know who is accounting, the accounting person who signed these reports.
I think that auditor can tell from the financial statement. Auditor, which accountant signed the financial statements?
I think, Chair, the accountant is CPA Power or Omondi.
His PAC number?
PAC number that is 647.
3647. You can verify that in the portal. Clerk.
Is he here in the first place? Omondi. Yes.
Oh, Omondi, you are the director of finance.
Chair, this Omondi.
This Omondi is
Omondi who has made an error of 0.00645% needs a medal. If the error is 300K out of 4.6 billion, and it's an error not even attributable to us, I don't think we should.
Point of order, Chair. I think Governor let us not go down that line.
No, I mean,
you will agree with me.
Just
a minute. You will agree with me that you have to account for every coin.
Of course.
Yeah. So don't try to trivialize the figures.
We're not trivializing. We've told you the response we've given.
Just a minute.
Yeah.
When the Auditor General has raised a query, just do the reconciliation. If you attach a letter to an entity and you don't attach the reconciliation, the query has not been resolved.
So if they don't respond, what do you want?
Just a minute. We will ask about every single coin, because that's not personal money. This is public money, and it is the auditor that has flagged it. If we are unable to get a reconciliation, we just say we are unable to get a reconciliation. But let's not try to trivialize the amounts, because all this money is public money.
Chair, we're not trivializing any amount. We're looking at the magnitude of the issue, and we have given our part of what we have done and who we have written to. I think the follow-up question should be to Kiambu and Githunguri. But if you have another style of how we can do the reconciliation, we would love your guidance.
My only concern on these errors is that the accountant had a chance at the exit meeting to have corrected this. So maybe he can tell us why he didn't provide the corrections or reconciliation at the point of exit, because this should not have ended up becoming a query.
Yeah, but Chair, and as I let him do it, reconciliation is two parties. We say this is our position, and we write to you and say, come and let's sort it out. It should be done at that point. But if they don't respond, Chair, what do we do? Give him a mic.
Let's hear from Mr. Monde.
Thank you, Chairman. Through the Governor, we had engaged all these institutions prior to the exit meeting. As Governor has actually put, both institutions need to be there or need to be available for the reconciliation to take place. We wrote to, as you've seen, Machakos, we've wrote to the Office of the Auditor General, because it is one of the institutions listed there as a reconciliation. We've engaged KRA. KRA wrote back and said they will come back and do an inspection, which is what happened, which is ongoing, the inspection for KRA. Githunguri and Kiambu are yet to respond. Because in this case for Githunguri and Kiambu, we are the billing entity. We build, we read your meter, we build, this is it. If you have different figures on your side, because ideally it is a bill we give you that you recognize in your books. If you have different figures, where did you get them from? And we provided those statements to Kiambu. On the casting error, on the casting error that has been mentioned. That happened, that was the bank charges, I remember, for April 2025, the 336. While we were moving it to Oracle Financials, then it was posted in the wrong account. But it is not money lost. It was posted in the wrong account. And that was corrected. Now, the casting error was raised at the point of draft certificate. If you check the management letter, the audit queries initially issued, there was no casting error. It came at the point of draft certificate, and we were not able to close it by the time, because you need to close it and have the board meeting to have the account signed again. So what we did is correct the error, and the error is very verifiable when the auditors come back. They can verify that the journal entries have been passed.
These and the variances in appearing in the audit report. And that's why we are very particular on which accountant signed the financial statement, because we want to promote the culture that should not appear. Such basic things should not appear, especially where the accountant is a highly qualified accountant like yourself. So I know this is a matter that if you sit down with the auditors and you provide the reconciliation as required, it should be able to be sorted out. So auditor, I think we'll task you to keep an eye on these issues and give us a report in the next audit report. But
Chair, I need your assistance. We've shown that the 300 was a posting error of bank charges, but the issue of reconciliation, so that it doesn't become a recurrent issue, while we've done our part, can the committee help us to bring Machakos and Kiambu, and the senator for Machakos is here, to give us our money and agree that they should pay us, so that it doesn't recur, or the essence of this meeting, Chair, is to strengthen systems in counties and to help us be better. If we've not done the reconciliation properly, because we've done our part, you can guide us on how better to do it. Yeah, we've written, we've asked them to come. If they don't come, you have the power to summon them to sort out that issue. And I don't know how else we can do it, and you can guide us on how else to do it. Chair. We will stand guided.
I think we'll take note of that, clerk. Take note of that. The Kiambu is yet to appear before us. Kiambu County on matters of water. So we'll take note of that and raise it with the Kiambu. Machakos also. Has Machakos appeared before us? Yeah. So I think we take note of that. But largely, as much as a committee can try and raise a matter when they appear before us, it still remains your responsibility to follow up.
And that's what we've shown. We have written to them.
Yes.
We've called them. When they don't do their part, what do we do?
Chair.
Senator Machakos.
The governor is raising an issue here, which actually, if you are unable to call Machakos here and Kiambu, you have a senator.
Yes.
Let him bring it to the house, and then we summon them through this committee. Because right now we can do nothing. You have not raised it to the committee officially.
Okay.
Now answer the questions that pertains to you now.
That's a good
If you want count of Machakos, count of Kiambu, go through your senator, let it be raised to the committee officially.
And I have a very able senator.
Thank you.